So I got 4 pieces of paper, taped them together with masking tape and put them on this board. Added some gesso, as I'm going to be using MixedMedia. Here is my reference, my beautiful rose, but I'm going to be using these watercolour pens, trying to stay loose and free, using this rose as reference, but also just working from my memory. I've been seeing roses everywhere. On my bike, because I've been taking lots of photos and getting lots and lots of inspiration, so I've just got to get this out on paper, and I think probably it's going to go into some big paintings even more. I think I really want to go out and do some kind of plein air painting, sketching, and really get the feeling of being in with all these beautiful, colourful roses that I'm seeing everywhere at the minute. I wanted to get that idea down and not just drawing a single rose. So yeah, I'm really working on this feeling of being immersed in this kind of being in with the roses. That's what I'm trying to get across, and that's what I'm working up to for a painting or a series of paintings. I'm feeling really, really into doing a flower series. Yeah. Here I'm adding some darker colour, some Payne's grey, which has got a lovely bluey tint to it, like a dark grey with a bluey tint. Really liking this colour at the minute. Using my fingers here. Here as well, I hardly ever use a paintbrush. Using my fingers and different tools, working quickly and playing. Here again, squirting straight out of the tube, this lovely sky blue colour. Adding some green, going back to the markers, and some Caren crayons. And this lovely, really bright, shocking pink. So there we are for now. And of course, my inspiration that I've been walking around the the village and taking lots of photos of different gardens, and hopefully going to get into one of these beautiful rose gardens to do some live sketching, drawing. I decided to add some, working in my usual way, even sketch wise, with my MixedMedia process, adding some collage, some tissue paper, building up again like usual, the layers, the depth. Trying not to think about the finished piece. Got an array of colours, but trying to stay with a simple colour palette. I used the blue paint, I'm using the blue tissue paper, I used the pink paint, using the pink tissue paper. And of course, always using my fingers to move around the glue. To speed this up in some areas. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate all your lovely comments that you've been leaving. And if you are new, then there's plenty of videos to watch on my painting processes, so do subscribe and click the notification bell to get informed when I make a new video. Trying at the minute to get a new video up every week. We'll see how long I can go for, but hopefully I'm really enjoying it. It's motivating me to keep creating, to keep painting, and like that I'm feeling that ideas are moving quickly, and I've got this idea to create a simple beginners mixed media course. If you're interested in that, let me know below and I'll make note. And well, the best thing to do is to subscribe to my newsletter on my website, ireneapplebybart.com, and then you get regular updates on what's happening in the studio and any new paintings, and maybe a new course, and yeah, just regular updates of what's happening here in France and in my studio. Going back to these watercolour pens, these are really nice actually, because you can draw onto the painted areas. Here I'm squirting on and trying to get my usual drippies in there. There we go, there's a few. Oh yeah, so I didn't work on these for a couple of days, and of course this is what happened to my beautiful rose. Shed all of its petals, so I thought why not go in there and stick some of these petals onto the paper. Rose petals on rose petals. I have done this before, and I think I showed you way back in another video, and they stayed and they were fine, and probably got a lot of them got painted over, which may happen here. Although there weren't rose petals in the other video, they were another type of flower. Not sure what happened with the lighting in this bit of the video, so hopefully you can still grasp what's going on. The colour's a bit off for some reason. I like to use gel medium to stick all my collage down. Yeah, I like that, peeps, like a rosebud that I've used one petal to create the image of that. I was very wise and put on my glove as well. Here I'm using woodies. It's my other favourite tool to use at the minute, these lovely chunky watercolour as well, water soluble pencils, just to get a variety of marks. If you notice here, I'm not actually taking my hand off the paper, just flowing around and round all the 4 pieces. That's one way to stay loose. That lovely yellow. I'm not sure if you can hear the frogs croaking in the background, but at the minute it's the season. I live just on the river, and all night long they're singing their songs. Not that it's night time now, but it's morning, but they're still having a lovely time. Adding some red. Oh, and if you do, well, I'll put it down, it is always down below anyway, but or on my website, you can get one of my paintings, a print of one of my paintings for free that I'm offering at the minute. Not sure for how long, but you can sign up for that. Obviously you sign up to my newsletter, which is a double win, and you can get a free downloadable print of, it's a mountain scene, abstract mountain scene, really peaceful looking. I like to, in my paintings, to create this feeling of being connected to nature. My experience. Hopefully you connecting to your experience of being in nature. bringing nature inside, bringing the outside in. Does that make sense? I think I've moved to a white woody here. I'm really liking these flowy, swirly lines. I guess it's the kind of the rosy petals that are inspiring me to work like this. When you start a project, who knows what's going to come out? Well, I certainly don't. I like to work a lot from my intuition. And like I said, feeling. I'm learning something from this because what I'm learning is that when you think of something as a sketch, you can see here how I'm working really quickly and flowy and not thinking about it. Whereas when you're working on a bigger painting, it's more, though I do try to stay loose and flowy, I think it's more, you think more about how you're applying paint and different materials. Maybe I should do a painting where I give myself a limited period to see if I can keep this kind of spontaneous mark making that I'm really enjoying in this one. Yeah, so you saw me going in with my poor old rose petals, left it for a few days and, well, didn't work on it for a few days and then, well, this happened. So I put on some of these lovely rose petals, so let's have a look. Not sure what happened with the video, the colour of the video, I don't know. It was my lighting, something was off, but I can't change it, so it's done, it's done. Hopefully you got to see some things, but here are the real colours. The real colours, hopefully it's working okay now. And yeah, so stuck some of these rose petals on, went in with some paints and some woodies, trying to keep loose, trying to think of it as a whole. Really fancy going in with some of this. I went with some of this fluorescent pink, but fancy adding some of this fluorescent orange as well. And woodies, paint. I think I probably went in with some, I went in some with Caren crayons as well. So I think what I'm going to do now is take off the masking tape and add some more bits, and well, I'll get a better idea when I take off the tape and work on them individually. So let's do that. So here I go, taking off the tape, and it's always exciting this to see, although sometimes you get some little accidents where the paper comes off, but that's not a problem. Like I said, they're just studies really. Let's look at them as studies. Yeah. here we are. So look how different they look. They look really different when they've got this white surround each one. So we'll look at them individually. I'm really liking this one. I feel as if it could have the stalk, it's missing a little bit of stalk there, so I'm going to add a little bit of, rather than it just floating, just add a little bit of the stem. And I think I'll leave that for now. I'm really liking this blue collage paper that I added. And also we need to decide which way up these are going to be, because although I was working on them all in one direction, I do often, when I'm working on paintings, turn them and keep working on them in different directions. Maybe that one will go that way. This one, turn it, see which way I'm preferring. Oh, there's that rose petal that I did. Just go around that a little bit with some woody. Actually drawing on the petal. Yeah, for now I'll keep it that way. This one I'm really liking, the double rose. Which I think works better as it was. I'm just feeling like there could be a third little flower in the top there, going in with this red just loosely. Add in a third impression of a rose there. And I think that's enough for now. We'll see whether, well, I'm sure that I am going to be tempted to go in again, but I'm quite pleased with that little experiment. Oh, changing my mind there. Quite pleased with that little experiment, and I'll probably leave it for now for this video because it'll probably be quite long, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Au revoir.